So, I have a question. Why are we trusting him?
Exactly. That's where Raazu is. Raazu.
Can we just throw him over the side of the plateau and just be done with it?
We trust you.
Raazu.
No, you don't. Don't even lie to me and say that.
Raazu is very much of the opinion of, if he's going to be following us around, let him earn his keep. But she's not going to trust him alone.
Okay.
So
well, good news, Raazu. You're sharing a watch with Rolf tonight.
Yep, exactly. That's...
Raazu.
Yeah.
Oh, everybody go ahead and take the benefits of a short rest.
Uh-huh. Then Rolf turns into a succubus.
Right. And then place yourself where on the map. So these outside walls, these structures are actually here. These inner walls are not. These won't provide any kind of cover. This is just... you can see where walls may have been at one time, but you can see the ruins of this ancient well, and there's some trees and things smattered about.
Do we have a campfire?
Good question.
Yeah, I say we set it in the vicinity. Okay. Oh, yeah, that works too.
All right. Raazu.
Yeah.
During your watch, you know what? don't have the correct book here. During your watch, you hear what sounds like a jangling noise from over in this direction, over in the direction of the old well, and what sounds like it might be grunting or groaning.
Rolf's up there with me as well.
Yeah, he's sitting here, and he clearly hears the noise too, and he looks at you.
Raazu steps over to Birdie, nudges him with her boot.
Birdie growls and rolls back over.
Birdie, wake up.
Birdie sits up and looks at Raazu. What?
Keep an eye on the camp. I'm going to go investigate a noise.
And Birdie, after just a few moments, you can also hear this noise. It sounds like jangling, and it sounds like someone's grunting or groaning.
Well, I'll get my bow ready. And
I'll go over here.
Okay.
That's where this gap is. Yo.
Coming over this direction, beneath this tree, you see a humanoid shape, hunched down, like its knee is on the ground, and it's tugging at its leg. It's wearing some kind of shroud. You can't see the shape or form of this thing. But it's tugging at its leg, like its leg is stuck. It's not moving or something. Its back is mostly to you, but littered on the ground around him, or her, or it, whatever, you see several coins spilled out around him. Just in the dirt. It doesn't give any indication that it realizes you're approaching.
Call out. Who goes there?
And the thing gets startled, taken aback. And as it does, you see coins fly out in several directions as a sack that it was holding in one of its hands spills to the ground. And you see the thing turn, but you still can't make out the shape of its face. You can just tell that you're looking at this drooped hood. And it answers in this raspy voice. And it says, "Please, sir, I mean no harm. I only but saw your fire and thought perhaps I could approach and claim some warmth."
Who are you? What's your name? Raazu starts to light a torch.
Okay. Starts to or does? I mean, this isn't a process that takes a long time.
Okay, well, I mean, I'm just saying that once he gives his name, she's going to tell him to come into the light.
Okay. And you strike your torch. And, I mean, it doesn't illuminate far enough to make out any details. It does give you just enough light that you can tell that the coins on the ground around him are gold. And the voice replies, says, "If it please you, sir, my name is Molly."
Molly? Come into the light. Let me get a look at your face.
He says, "Sir, I would, but my foot is twisted into the roots of this tree. I can't move it." And every time it's pained movement, with every movement you hear the jingling of coin.
Raazu calls back to Birdie, "Wake the others."
Birdie walks over and he gently nudges Red awake and then kicks Adrex. And then he calls up to Wendy, like, "Hey, Wendy, wake up."
Well, Wendy's not up anywhere because this wall's not actually here.
I thought the outside walls were here.
Yeah, this wall to the north, this one to the west. These stone walls
Son
are
of
here.
a bitch.
So she's way out there.
Wendy sleeps better perching.
Yes. Adrex, you get a kick to the stomach.
Why can't you wake me up like normal people?
You don't feel it because you're wearing heavy fucking armor, and now Birdie's toes are broken.
I like the thought that Birdie deliberately kicks the armor.
You hear just a loud clang.
Yeah, Red gets up, moves over to wherever this thing is.
Yeah, you see this just shrouded figure, obviously humanoid figure, crouched under this tree. Raazu, make a perception check.
14.
14. You move close enough to the thing to be able to illuminate with your torch. You asked it to come into the light, and it couldn't, so you moved the light closer to Molly.
Once the
But
rest of my
even-
group had gotten close.
Even that close, though, you still... his face is still not illuminated. It's still shrouded in shadow. And this strikes you as strange, because that's not how fire usually works.
What can I see?
From over here?
Well, I mean, I can see within 30 feet using my wind. So
Okay, yeah. If you're come in range, it's a humanoid creature, wearing a heavy shroud. But you realize, I mean, it seems to be telling the truth. It does have a foot caught in the roots of this tree.
Yeah.
But you're aware of movement under this cloak, and that seems alien to you. It's not like typical human breathing or struggling. You can't really figure
Did
out
Rolf
what
come
it
out
is.
over here as well?
Oh yeah, Rolf
Right,
is
you might
right
wanna-
with the torch.
Red, you might want to take a step back. Something's going on underneath that cloak.
And the old man coughs and he says, "My apologies, I'm having difficulty breathing in this high air." And with his free hand, he clutches his cloak to his chest.
I mean, can I get a look at this tree leg or tree root around his leg from here?
It's just a gnarled tree root in the ground. It looks like he was trying to sneak over it and his foot got caught and twisted his ankle.
Oh, so he's hurt. It's not the legs. He's not like pinned down by it.
It looks like it's pinched in and stuck. Like it would take some tugging to get it free. Like if it was you, you could just grit through the pain and pull your foot out. But it looks like he's either unwilling or unable to do that.
Adrex and axe.
And the old man smarts in your direction, and again, you hear the jangling of coin as he shocks, and the shocked movement throws coins in several directions. He says, "Please, I'd rather keep the leg, if it's all the same. I mean, no..."
That'll have to be the doctor's decision.
Adrex, what do you do?
Yeah, Adrex pulls out an axe,
Okay.
moseys
What do you
on
think?
over.
Do we need to keep the leg, or is it too far gone?
And Adrex, looking at this leg, it looks like I just described. It looks like he was sneaking past this tree, and he put his foot somewhere he shouldn't, and got his ankle twisted. You definitely don't need to amputate the leg. You could
Yeah.
move it and pull it out. It would definitely hurt, though. It would.
Well, I was going to
Possibly.
suggest chopping out the root.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
That's what Adric was going to do, regardless of what the intention was.
That wasn't made clear to the old man. Do you tell him that you're going to chop out the root?
No.
No.
Okay. So what do you do?
Adrix raises up that axe.
Okay.
All right, I'll hold him, and I'll grab his leg at both the above and below the
So right,
point where he's
you're going to
wrapped.
reach forward and grab his leg.
Yep.
Okay.
Make sure that he doesn't move his leg into the axe, but I'll make no indication of that. I might be holding him so we can get a good clean hit.
Roll initiative.
Like we're just bullying this guy.
I know, right? He didn't do nothing to you.
Perfect. Don't need to move. Birdie, no one likes a show off.
I do.
Wendy,
I like
no
a
one
show off.
likes a show off.
I like a show off.
Hearing a lot of contention on that one.
It's not showing off. I mean,
Nodal is a show off. What are you talking about?
if I wanted to really show off, I could have taken the other feat that gave me even more initiative, but I decided not to.
So you decided to sandbag then? Okay.
Plus 10 is enough, I think.
Okay. Birdie, you win initiative. Red is reaching forward to grab this thing's leg. Adrix is reaching his axe back to hack it off. What do you do?
Backing off the root.
I just, I'll just hold an action to shoot the old man if he attacks. That's it.
Okay. Wendy.
Is there anything weird going on as they do this underneath the guy's cloak?
I mean, this strange movement, you can't tell if it's like a twisting or a turning motion. It doesn't feel... There's something under that cloak that doesn't feel right.
Yeah, I need to know what the heck's going on there. So I'm going to move on and I'm going to twitch the cloak off of him.
You're going to reach down and grab off his cloak?
Yeah.
I need a dexterity saving throw from Adrix and Red.
Uh-oh.
Is this against magic or a spell?
It's not. I hope you take the same ability in the next campaign so it's more useful to you.
I mean, I just feel bad that I have to... I mean, like with my barbarian, I had to ask if I could see things for every saving throw. I'm not a big fan of conditional save multiples.
Is red within 10 feet of Raazu, or is it 15 feet?
No, it's 10 feet.
Okay,
it's
so
like
you
okay.
get close to this.
Plus 4, you said?
Yeah.
So that becomes a 26.
Okay, you're looking for a 15.
Womp womp.
Adrix, you failed?
I failed.
You are knocked prone. As Wendy reaches forward to grab this thing's cloak, there's a loud rumbling sound, like the ground underneath you is shaking as this tree becomes uprooted. The cloak comes away, and a creature much, much larger than an old human man stands before you. It is instead a large fiend. It looks like a centaur, like a great, its lower half is that of a horse, like a great fearsome horse with cloven hooves. The upper half, the torso in the face, is that of a tremendously muscular horned demon. However, its arms, and you can see stitch marks along its shoulder where its arms had been severed, and in its place it has just these sickly, slender human arms. They look human, except they have one too many joints, like a human arm with 2 elbows. In one of these arms, he's carrying a velvet hand purse, overfilling with gold coins. As this creature erupts from out under this cloak, uprooting this tree, Adrix is knocked prone. And there's a loud crash as its front hooves hit the ground, and the thing just grins at Wendy. And in what now sounds like a very deep and malicious demonic voice, it says, "Come now, you don't trust an old man in distress?"
No, I mean, that was an attack. So that sounds like an attack to me.
It wasn't his turn, it was Wendy's turn.
Oh.
Yeah, it was the tree coming up. Does he have a demonic Does he have an abyssal accent?
I don't even know what an abyssal accent would sound like.
It's like Creole.
Cockney.
Creole.
Red, are you trained in religion
Yeah,
or arcana?
No.
Okay. But you speak Abyssal?
Yep.
Okay. You don't hear anything in his speech that makes you think of Abyssal. He's speaking common.
Okay.
But no, that did not count as an attack. Wendy, there's no longer a cloak to grab, though.
Okay, was that my action?
Your
that my
action was
action?
moving forward to grab the cloak, but you still have movement and a bonus action and maybe I don't think you have a reaction, but...
No, nothing exciting like that. I'm gonna just key point to dodge.
Okay. The thing isn't carrying a weapon, just this purse filled with gold. Adrex.
Alright, well. Gold's heavy.
Well, this thing seems nice and evil. So, Adrex is gonna stand on up and stab him.
Stab him.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
That is a 17.
17 will hit.
Poof, I'm glad.
Oh, I already have calc.exe open still. Nice.
Good job.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's a 16 if that matters.
A 16 will hit.
16 will hit.
Yes.
All right. 4.
It's just gonna keep going down until we figure out its AC.
I was about to say.
8 damage.
For 8 damage.
And please make a
Yep.
strength saving throw.
Okay.
DC 17.
No problem. 19.
No problem.
There's not a
I mean, that sounds like a moderate problem.
There's not a size
Yeah.
restriction on that ability, right? Like you can do it to anything.
Large or smaller?
Okay, it is large, so yeah,
Okay.
it's fine. And moving or staying put?
Well, hold on. Whoa. It still takes damage.
Well, yeah,
Hold the
I
phone.
applied some damage.
Well, it gets more damage.
Extra damage.
What are you
Oh,
attacking?
come
with?
on. Stay in the 4. Well, no, that was trip attack.
Okay.
So I'm adding the superiority die.
What
Super
weapon are you
superiority
attacking
dice.
with?
Silver sword.
Silver sword. Okay.
But second attack.
Okay.
Yeah, all right. That is a 22
22 will hit.
for another 7 damage.
Okay.
And let's try that strength saving throw again.
Okay. 16. I'm sorry,
That's-
17.
No, don't do that. 17 is a save, but he still takes.
Not so fun when the shoe's on the other foot, huh?
Another 1 damage.
Okay.
Another one.
Offhand attack.
Big one.
That is a 14.
14 will not hit.
Will not hit. Okay.
And you realize attacking this thing with your silvered sword, you're damaging it, but the wounds are not as deep as you would like to see.
This sucks.
Moving or staying put?
Stay put.
Okay. It's going to bring us to Red. So far, this guy hasn't done anything hostile to you except just grow out of this tree and taunt Wendy a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's possible that Adrex is not a very good ambassador.
This is all a misunderstanding.
I mean,
Adrex
what's
is
a
a little
misunderstanding
tricky.
between devils and humans?
Right?
Let's go ahead and well, we're not human, but one of us is. I'm gonna go ahead and take a stab at him with a. Which dagger do I want to use?
I didn't roll initiative for Rolf. I'm just going to put him down here on 0.
Hold on, I have a lot of options. I can use the silvered one. Let's go ahead and try it with the Kraken Priest dagger.
Okay.
And it's not a devil, because the silver was fine. Or the silver
That'll hit an armor class of 13.
13 does not hit.
Offhand attack with a. Let's just go with a normal dagger.
Okay.
Could be a demon.
16.
16 will hit.
So 14 damage.
14 damage. Okay.
And that's the end of its turn.
And you're staying put right there?
Yeah.
On top of this uprooted tree?
Oh yeah, fine.
Just like Adrex, when you stab this thing with your dagger, I mean, you don't get in his hide all the way to the hilt. You don't manage to damage him as much as you'd like. That's going to bring us to his turn. He glances at Raazu. What's Raazu preparing to do on her turn? Like, are you going to strike him with your halberd? Or...
Yeah, she's going for her weapon.
Okay.
But she's not... Yeah.
Turning to face Raazu, he says, "Shall we fight, or shall we negotiate?" Raazu, it's your turn.
Carrying a bit of coin on you. Why are you sneaking up on us?
Are you using your action to ask these questions of him?
Yes.
Okay. He's waiting for an answer to his question.
And I think I've given an answer because it's like, okay, we can talk. Raazu motions for the other guys to stand down.
And he sneers. And he says, "You've taken something that belongs to my lord, and I have come to seek recompense." And he's glaring at Raazu.
Raazu looks confused.
Does anybody not look confused?
I mean, Red wouldn't show it.
Okay. Rolf backs away a little bit towards the campfire.
Good
Raazu,
work,
you
Rolf.
do anything else on your turn? Are you moving or using a bonus action or anything?
No.
Okay.
Adrex's default state is confused look, so...
Birdie, it's your turn, but you're clearly looking at this creature who is not yet attacked. It is very apparent he's got a ready to action. He did not do anything yet. And there stands you.
Oh, okay.
Raazu has indicated that she wants everybody to stand down. Right now, you're still holding your arrow ready to loose.
I'm still holding my arrow ready to loose.
Okay.
He says out loud.
So you're just backing up?
Yeah.
Wendy.
And Wendy will ask, "Who's your lord then?"
He says, in response, that you have done nothing so deserving as to hear his name.
Okay.
So a description, maybe?
Well, right now it's Wendy's turn. She said something and got an answer. Now what would she like to do?
Well, Wendy will wait until this goes bad.
Okay, Adrex, you've already stabbed him once.
Adrex pulls out the fucking hammer's hammer.
Well, you're not pulling that out of anywhere. Like you're not pulling it out of hammer space. You could have been carrying it on your back. That's fine.
Well, all right. So Adrex is making a show of it then.
Okay.
And he says, "Look, the captain said I could have this because the previous owner tried to kill us all. So no, you can't have it."
That's
And
how we get most of
he
our.
holds he's holding an action. As soon as he does something hostile, he's going to bring the fucking hammer's hammer down on this devil.
The fucking hammer's fucking hammer.
Yes. the
No, that's a
fucking hammer.
very different hammer.
That hammer we can't talk about on Twitch.
Okay. And Red.
Yeah.
Your turn.
So maybe a description?
He tells you that you killed one of his lord's servants. And this life must be paid for.
Going to need to be a little bit more specific.
We've taken a lot of lives in the last year or so.
And he sneers. He looks pleased to hear this news. And he says, he motions to Adrex. This is one of his kind.
Yeah, hand axe. That's who I was assuming with the whole coins thing.
Who's hand axe?
Someone apparently in the employ of some sort of demon lord of coins? Red kind of shrugs. Was.
Coin lords.
Lord of Coins?
And he says, my lord will accept a token amount of wealth to pay for the loss of his servant. Or, perhaps, he seeks to replace a weak servant, and he looks around at all of you and says, with stronger ones. At this point, Rolf has backed further towards, away from the horrible centaur demon. So we'll come off initiative until one of you does something dumb. So Birdie's closing back in.
Yeah.
Bow still drawn.
No.
No.
That's
Raazu
probably
can't.
the-
Raazu has no idea what went down in that cellar, but
Cellar.
I mean, I would
I know
say
that-
it's realistic that she would. I mean, your friends would have been talking about it during your journey.
okay.
We're not going to deny Raazu knowledge of the Kraken cult situation.
Raazu looked at Birdie. You're the one that stabbed him, right?
No. Was I? No, I don't think
No.
I was.
No.
I think it was actually Wendy.
Oh, right.
The
Then
demon
Raazu will look at
says-
Wendy then.
My lord sees each of you as a digit on the same hand. It matters not who struck the blow.
Birdie says, well, the way I see it, my lord already had a grievance with Hand Axe, and it was dealt with.
What is your black dragon's name? I know it's on our map, but I don't have the map open right now.
It's
Shaft.
Shaft. Yeah, no, that's not it.
it's vaguely Asian. That's all I remember.
Cues and stuff in it.
Warwinax.
Yeah, Warwinax, that's it. No.
Bill the Black Dragon.
He tells you that the petty squabbles amongst dragonlings does not concern his master.
Then why are you here?
And he repeats to accept payment for the life that you took.
But it was a petty squabble between dragonlings, so why are you here?
Are you sassing the demon centaur?
Listen, I've had a bad day.
My car died. Oh, sorry, D&D. My horse died.
Birdie, the thing turns in your direction and clomps its hooves on the ground in front of you and leans forward, and one of its sickly arms, the one grasping this purse, starts swaying it back and forth. And he smiles as you give him these evasive questions. And he says, shall I take this to mean you've elected not to pay what is owed.
Birdie crosses his arms and looks very, very angry. And he stomps his foot. He looks up. He says, "I'm tired of being threatened by people taller than me." Which is everybody.
The demon responds, "Does the dragonling speak for all of you?"
I would know what your lord demands.
He looks around at all of the pretty and magical weapons and armor you guys are carrying. The sacks of gold and coin weighing down in Adrex's pack. He says that would be a good start.
You're not going to shake us down for all of our wealth. That's not going to happen.
Then he says there is then always the option of servitude. You may work off your debt.
I have a feeling, and maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong here, but if we tell you to go fuck off, and a fight ensues, and we win,
Yeah.
there's just going to be another one of you coming later, probably bigger and more annoying, right?
He tells you that his master has many arms.
Yeah. Okay, I guess we're all just gonna hit all of the arms then, and Adrex swings his hammer.
All right, well, we will re-enter initiative on Adrex's turn. But your attack
Maybe the
triggers
next one will
his...
tell us who this master is.
Your attack triggers his held action first.
Okay.
I knew you guys weren't going to enter the servitude of a demon. Oh, that's a crappy roll. Well, I guess it's not as crappy as I thought.
Servitude of a Demon on Netflix.
Put that down. Stop.
No.
Stop it. Put that back.
I'm trying. I'm trying.
All right, let's see.
Are we using that bullshit second edition gating in shit?
My lord has many tokens.
There's a bright flash as Adrex rears back with the fucking hammer to attack this creature. There's a bright flash from its pot of gold, and you hear the sound of coins erupt and clatter around you. And when the flash recedes, you realize you are surrounded by these metallic-tinged, very hot creatures as mephits made of gold now
That's
engulf the battlefield.
preposterous.
Adrex, go ahead and take your swing.
All right. I will do that.
Okay.
Just after he took
27.
27 will hit.
Great Hammer is D12, right?
It's whatever's in the PHP.
Yeah. I should have looked this up before.
You only had
That's
2
like-
weeks to record this on your character sheet.
I didn't think I'd actually be wielding the weapon.
Thanks, Auto DM.
Like, Clippy just pops up and
It
he's
is in
disappointed.
fact 1d10 versatile.
One. Okay.
It looks like you're trying to use a weapon you've never used.
a red squiggly line shows up under the hammer.
Don't get snippy with me, Clippy.
13 damage.
No.
13
No.
damage.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
And let's he can make that strength saving throw again.
Sure. I mean, he probably can. Ooh. He cannot. 6.
All right.
Oh. Talk shit, get hit, Brick Road.
He could sit his ass on the ground then. As Adrex takes a second swing
Okay.
at
I
advantage.
feel like if you
He's
have
prone.
4 legs, you should be able to make a trip at advantage.
Well, he's only got the 2, I thought.
He's a centaur, so he's got
Yeah.
Oh.
4 cloven hooves.
27
27 will hit.
for another. Oh, another 9 damage plus the superiority die that I didn't roll before
Okay.
for another 4 on top of that. Does that do? Is that better damage? Does he take bludgeoning well?
Again, he seems resistant to the damage.
Oh,
Moving or staying put?
well, I don't think Adrex can really move anywhere. It's just staying put.
Okay. All right. Now I get to use 9 breath weapons.
Here, Adrex, try all these swords. We don't know which of them are magical.
9 breath weapons.
I
guess
can't
we'll go
test
from
them
the top
because
down.
I'm extremely magical.
All right, we're gonna do this one at a time, and it's gonna take all year. But I need all 5 of you to make a dexterity saving throw. DC is 11.
Is this against a spell or magic?
It's against magic.
Pass.
Next to Raazu.
Pass.
Pass.
Yeah, everybody's within 10 feet.
Super pass. I don't think I can fail that.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I can fail next to Raazu.
As this first Mephit, actually, Red, you could take an attack against him if you want. He's flying over here.
No, I'd rather save my reaction.
Okay. And he lets out this very hot stream of mist that you realize is like vaporized molten gold. And after a moment, it starts to solidify and kind of fall to the ground like this little cushion. And the ground starts to get this coating over it. And then there's 8 more of these to come. Windy.
Yeah.
You can take an attack against this one if you'd like.
No, I'm good.
Okay. Same exact saving throw. DC 11.
So I can only fail on a 1. So there's not 2 1s. There's 1 1.
Pass.
So is a 1 auto fail?
No, not
But
on
I have
saves.
advantage.
Pass.
Oh, it's not on saving
Pass.
throws?
No,
No.
Okay.
one is only
Well, I'm
auto
not gonna
fail
roll
to
because
hit.
I can't fail these.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody passes?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Red and Adrex, you can take attacks against this one if you want.
Nope.
Everybody but Red, give me this save. He's sending
I'm
his-
not going to roll either.
Pass.
Pass.
There's that
Oh, there's
wasted
an that
20.
one.
You got a nat 1?
That's
Yep.
a pass.
Raazu.
Hey.
Your eyes pop out of your head.
5 points of fire damage,
Owie.
and roll a d20. As this burning hot molten gold. This isn't even your first run-in with molten gold in one of my campaigns.
Nope. It isn't. It went a little bit better for the last recipient of Molten Gold.
Well, what's that remains to
D20
be
is a
seen.
16.
A 16?
Yep.
The gold starts solidifying on your armor, and your right leg takes the brunt of it. And it becomes a solid mass coating the entire leg. Your right leg is incapacitated. Your speed is halved.
Okay.
This one's going to move out of Adrex and Raazu's threat range. Actually, it doesn't move out of Raazu's. She's got reach, right? With her halberd?
Yeah, she's got her whip, yeah.
Okay. So this Adrex wants to take an attack on this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would
Smash.
be the energetic thing to do.
Smash it.
Nope. Not with that roll.
What did you hit? Mephits aren't that...
He hit a
Uh,
natural 1.
That's a 6.
Okay, no.
No, that's a 9.
Swing and don't hit him. Everybody but Raazu make that save here. Don't worry, these guys can only do this once, so...
Pass. Because I have to roll a 1 also to fail.
I rolled a nat 1, so that's a 14.
Okay, so you're good. This one can get everybody but Birdie.
Pass.
Pass. I should get all the
Fail.
ones out.
It's a pass.
Raazu, you failed again.
Yep. D20 is 14.
Take 11 points of fire damage.
Ouch.
And 14. Nothing further happens to you from that.
More my
Raazu, don't go
leg.
down, because then I'll have to roll.
Everybody, go ahead and make the save for this one here. You're all
Pass.
in range.
Pass.
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 Okay.
Pass.
God bless you, Raazu.
Adrex, not Adrex, he's already used his. Windy can make an attack against this one.
I'm good.
Okay, everybody but Windy can make this next save.
Pass.
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 A
Excellent.
little dicey.
I literally have to roll a 1 to fail this.
Everybody can make the next one.
Pass.
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 This is absurd. Pass.
Okay, and finally everybody but Raazu when this one
Pass.
unleashes his mist.
Pass.
Yeah, it's a pass.
Okay,
Pass.
very good. That brings us to the end of the Mephits. And Red, you're up.
Let's try stabbing this guy, the demon centaur guy, with the Kraken Cult dagger again.
Okay,
He's prone, so
he is prone.
Oh, nice. That helps a lot. That'll hit an armor class of 21.
21. That definitely hits.
Okay. I have no idea what, if anything, this dagger does.
Roll
so.
standard dagger damage with your sneak attack to start with.
Okay. 22 damage.
22 damage. This dagger cuts deep, gets past his defenses, and the question is, do you snap it off or not? Do you break the dagger off in his wound?
Does he seem to resist the damage?
He doesn't resist the stabbing damage, that's for sure.
Then no, because I want to keep stabbing him with it.
Okay, so you just pull the dagger back out.
And I'll give Adrex advantage on his next attack against the demon.
Okay. And the thing... First of all, he's going to stand up. Being prone sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
And he reaches up with his little spindly arm and starts whipping this purse around over his head in great circles. Now I need... 10-foot radius is absolutely everybody. I love you guys.
Yeah.
Dexterity saving throw, DC is 15. This is against magic.
oh.
Oh, look at that.
Pass. Pass. I almost failed. That almost went to 1, but pass.
Adrex fails.
Okay. $28 points of fire damage, which you can cut in half if you pass the save.
Evasion.
As this stream of molten metal flays out in all directions, and some of you take the brunt of it. The Mephits obviously are completely immune to this effect, and the demon seems to be as well. And he is just reveling in the battle at this point. He just, like, you guys gave him the answer he wanted.
And now we're giving him the business.
Raazu, are you going to give him the business?
Absolutely. Let's give him the business.
Okay.
Let's do this thing where I... shit. I mean, you know what? I can't actually hit him. Like, do a 10-foot reach will hit him,
Oh, yeah.
or will
No,
it...
you can get him a
okay.
10-foot reach.
All right, then. Here we go. Take the whip, crack it at him for... Ooh, that is a 25 to hit.
That'll hit.
Yeah, so let's put some Paladin Snake on that. D4, let's get some D8s. I'm going to put a level 2 spell charge on this, I think.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
Give me the halberd damage first, then the stank. Or, I'm sorry, the whip damage first, then the stank.
Whip damage is... that's 7 damage.
Okay.
And then the Paladin Snake damage, which, since he's a fiend, is actually going to be more than this. Ooh, that's only 4, but does that include... Do you want to roll another D8, an extra D8 on top of that?
How many D8s do you want to roll?
4 of them, because a second level slot, 3d8, and then an additional one since he's a demon.
Roll all the dice you're entitled to and just give me the total.
7 radiant damage.
7 radiant damage. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't. There wasn't too much on that one. And let's get another second hit. Let's get a second hit in there.
You crack him across his broad neck with this whip, and you leave this lash across it, and it blasts out with Osprum's... Oh, it's not radiant, it's thunder.
Thunder, yeah.
And that absolutely seemed to have an effect, and the creature now looks bloodied.
Then, yeah, so let's do that again. Does a 17 hit?
17 does hit.
Okay, then. That's 5 slashing damage from the whip and 14 radiant damage, or not radiant damage, thunder damage.
Okay. What does it say on your character sheet?
I think it says radiant damage, but you know we house ruled that over to thunder damage.
Right, but like the character sheet doesn't let you change it.
I don't think it does. No.
Character sheet.
You could
sucks.
do a change.
Okay. Moving or staying put, Raazu?
Staying put because there's a bunch of opportunity attacks just waiting for me
they're
here. Huh?
dying. They're dying to hit you with them.
Oh yeah.
Birdie.
Everybody's gonna hate me. I'm gonna cunning action disengage.
I'm fine with it.
So it's fine.
The Mephits do not have Sentinel.
That
Okay.
seems reasonable, Birdie.
Oh my god,
And
Sentinel Mephits would be so irritating.
As opposed to as opposed to the totally not irritating regular Mephits.
Like little Mephits with like golden chains. They're like they don't even do any damage. They just wrap around your legs when you try and move.
They're bling
Golden
Mephits.
chains. What are they, Mr. T-Fits?
No, you're fired. No.
No, go away. Go sit in the corner.
Birdie, please take your turn so we can.
I can't. I'm dying over Mr. Teeth. Okay. No, I'm gonna drop a Hunger of Hadar on everybody. I'm sorry. I love you all.
All right, draw out that radius.
I didn't make your car breakdown, dude. Like,
Yeah.
Listen, like I did the math again. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 minus 4. That's 5. So this is the correct thing to do.
Still not going to spare you the lash when Raazu finally gets a hold of you.
Okay. So it's a 20-foot radius sphere.
It's pretty big.
What's your spell save DC?
I don't think it has. I don't think Hunger Hadar has one of those.
I think it.
I'm
it's
sure
one of
you
those
it
things that
does.
takes.
No, it
I think
doesn't.
it's one of those things that
Just if you're...
takes effect on our turn.
Oh, okay.
Oh, if
That
you
makes-
end your turn in the area, you get to make a dex save. But if
2.
you start your turn there, you just take damage.
Beep 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 beep.
It's everybody. We know it's everybody. So
I know, but I gotta draw the circle. It's
let him have his fun.
What
That's a
were the
little bit
lines
bigger.
for?
so I know where to. You know what? Forget it. I'm just gonna draw the circle.
no, don't worry about it. Because
First, you draw a circle.
Birdie,
Yeah.
from behind you somewhere, you hear a loud, shrill whistle blare out, and you do get to make a save. And I'm gonna look up what kind of save you get to make.
Okay. So I rolled an 18.
Okay, well, it's a DC 17 con save.
Okay, so that's an 18.
Okay. And the spell goes off, and you were all engulfed in the Hunger of Hadar, which I believe blinds you.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
No, it
And
doesn't.
Poor Mephits.
That's going to bring us to Windy. Windy, go ahead and take 2d6
2d6.
cold damage.
7.
It also counts as difficult terrain.
A perfectly average roll.
What do you?
Alright, well, I don't see any reason to not punch this boy while I'm here.
Okay.
So I'm going to stab him with a couple of longsword swings.
Okay. Which
one
longsword
from-
are you using? I know you have like 5.
So that's what I was about to say. One from the black iron and one from the mimic.
Okay.
So,
Black iron first.
The mimic sword.
Wendy, you took 7 cold damage, by the way.
Yeah.
Where is this hunger since it's difficult terrain?
It's
It's
the red circle.
I don't see a red circle.
Don't worry, we'll let you know.
Okay.
Here. Do you see the pink one?
No. I'll
Okay.
reconnect.
Okay.
All right. So that's the lowest was a 20.
Okay, so those will hit.
So that's 15 from one and 11 from the other.
Okay.
Slashing. Does one of them seem better than the other?
No.
I'll shrug and toss them to Adrex.
Actually,
Say,
you don't know
"Try
because
these."
even if you weren't blind, you're blind.
I know. That's why I toss them to Adrex and say, "I don't know. Try these." And then I'm gonna flurry of blows him.
You're gonna flurry.
Oh,
of
by
blows.
the way, real quick, make me 2 Constitution saving throws.
Okay.
I'm also blind now.
It's like
Ow.
a set of keys.
I have a 17 and an 18.
All right, those both pass.
Okay. Moving or staying put?
I'm flurry of blowsing him.
Okay.
So that's lowest is a 17.
17's good.
For another 20 bludgeoning magical.
Okay, and with that, you hear a loud crash as you knock the thing to the ground. And then you become aware of this incredible heat as you hear the coins spill out of his purse, and you realize they're starting to congeal and heat and melt into each other.
That sucks.
Moving or staying put?
I think I'm better off in the hell pit.
Okay. Make a dexterity saving throw. DC is Birdie's spell save DC.
Which is
Don't bother, I pass.
Okay.
You do get +4 to this.
milky otherworldly tentacles rub against you, but deal.
They try.
like just to refresh my memory. The spell save DC is 8 plus your
Intelligence.
proficiency bonus. Yeah,
Proficiency,
okay.
yes.
All right.
Adrex. The creature
Hi.
is dead. Windy has slain it. It's no longer smirking or laughing or clomping its hooves.
I'm blind as a bat.
Yes.
Actually, bats can see really well in the dark.
Okay.
Not in the
Yeah,
Hunter, but
Windy
Arden
is
can't.
blind as a bat.
But the coins are well, Adrex can't see that, so
The
it doesn't
coin,
matter.
you can feel it though. You heard the coins splatter to the ground, and you can feel the intense heat as they all start to melt.
Why don't these 3 mephits give me a Constitution saving throw then?
Because they probably aren't trained at any kind of saves. That's why.
Let me double check on my character sheet. But I believe it's Constitution saving throw.
Okay, I have a 19, a 15,
Yeah.
and a 14.
Well, that's one fail.
What have you done?
Oh, breath weapon.
Okay.
So that's 9 cold damage and half on
Oh.
a save.
I'm sorry. Subtract 1 from each of those, so only one of them passes. I was looking at the wrong stat block there. That's my
Okay.
bad.
Nice work, Adrian. You
Cold
got
damage. All right, these 2.
The 2 closer ones.
2 closer ones can take 9 cold damage, and the one in the back takes half. Because that's Adrex's breath weapon.
Okay.
Yay, breath weapon.
Tiny dragons.
Well, don't move yet.
Okay.
You hear 2 loud pops as the cold washes over these creatures, and they explode in this bright gold burst that nobody is in the range to take damage of. Oh, you only got 2 of them. One of them saved and took less damage.
Yeah.
Okay, and then where are you going?
Two, 3, and let's action surge.
Okay.
So gonna hammer the one right in front of me. First attack.
Do it.
Adrex hammers it as Windy yells out, "If anyone didn't see that, they're exploding! Use your whip, Adrex!"
15.
And what weapon are you using?
The fucking hammer's fucking hammer.
15 will hit.
Okay. 4. 6 damage.
6 damage.
Yeah.
And you hear a loud explosion.
Okay.
So what kind of
As the
save
thing
we
is
making
no
here?
more.
Oh,
You
figured they'd
hammer
be-
it.
Oh, I hammered.
Mhm.
I have a second attack. I
Stop,
can move
it's
and
having
attack
time.
still, right?
Sure.
All right, yeah,
As long as you've got movement left.
I do. Smash.
Okay.
Even with the difficult terrain?
Yeah, because
Oh, yeah.
he got his movement back from action surge, right?
No.
Ah,
Yeah.
You
Wait,
get your action back, not your movement. Unless he
He
dashes.
didn't move very far.
Well,
though.
I didn't, yeah. And that's an 11?
Will hit.
11 will hit for... That's much better. That is 15 damage.
15 damage. And once again,
Yeah.
you hear another loud pop. As you crash into this thing and it explodes.
All right.
Never
And
mind.
that'll be the sum. That's the total of Adrex's movement.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, Adrex didn't take. You took 4 points of cold damage, and then you're ending your turn. So make a dex save or take 10 acid damage.
That is 2 damage because Adrex is resistant to cold.
Mhm.
And that's a dex saving throw?
Yep.
And what's the DC?
15.
15. Indomitable. Because forgot about it till now, and it's funnier that Adrex would use Indomitable against
Birdie.
No. against Birdie. It's 10 acid.
Yeah.
All right. Nope. Don't input that number. There we go.
Nailed it.
All right. That is the sum of Adrex's turn.
That brings us to Mephits.
They take 6 cold.
They do taste 6 cold. Probably. So this one's just going to explode. And this one explodes. And this one explodes.
I expected them to be vulnerable to cold damage.
And these two both explode.
Yep. I also expected everybody to get out of the Hunger of Hadar and not stand in it.
We're just used to it now.
well, here's the thing: is you just dropped it. Most of us haven't had a turn to get out of there yet.
Yeah, and
That
so
means you haven't taken damage yet.
you hear no more explosions after that. And nobody gets clawed by Mephits because they're now all dead.
Birdie, I think we killed them all.
Okay, well, I'll cancel it when my turn comes around.
No, you can just cancel it whenever.
Oh, okay.
No, I think he's right. Let's go ahead and apply some damage to Red and Raazu, and I don't care. Y'all are going to take a long rest anyway, so.
So once the Hadar comes down, Raazu with her gold encased foot is trudging towards Birdie, the whip in her hand, with murderous intent in her eyes.
And when you drop the hunger, like the demon creature, its corpse is laying on the ground, and it's already entering very quickly a state of decomposition. Just the smell of rot and death in the air as its skin and muscle are already sloughing down off of its bones. And its frame is laying on top of this now just solidified, just disgusting looking slab of gold, of all of its coins having melted together. And the whole area, all the dirt and stone and this fallen tree is crunchy with a thin film of gold dust that is also solidified.
Birdie starts jumping up and down. There was something behind me as well. There was something behind me as well.
You all heard the whistle a moment ago, just before the hunger came out.
Is Rolf still by the campfire?
Looking over at Rolf, he's gathered up all the food and stuff, and you lock eyes with him. He was about to run off just before you saw him. He thought you all were dead for sure. And he just gives you this sheepish look. And he says, just making sure the camp's still in order.
Birdie gives him a thumbs up.
Rolf, haven't you learned we're incredible yet?
Really, Rolf?
Oh, Birdie left
After
Raazu's threat range.
Everything we've done for you, after all of the times we stood up for you, You didn't
Birdie.
think you could handle that?
Where was that thing that you heard whistle?
It was somewhere behind me. I don't know.
Make a perception check, the both of you.
Okay.
How long is this half movement effect up for?
As long as you leave that gold on your leg.
And as long as you're
Raazu-
looking to whip Birdie, I'm not helping you.
That's
17.
Raazu,
28.
Raazu sits down.
28 on perception.
Yeah.
Wendy asks where the thing was, and then you think you can hear very faintly this dragonfly buzzing. And looking past this crumbling wall that you're standing next to, you see a couple of trees just on the other side of it. You think the buzzing is coming from there.
Raazu sits down, starts scraping the gold off of her boots.
You're not going to scrape the gold off of your boots. It's solid gold. It's a film of it. It's not
If only we had a fucking hammer.
like you can't scrape plate armor off your chest either.
Mm.
You're going to need some actual tools and work to get your leg free of this. Be glad you didn't roll a 20, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
No, I've had enough of this this butterfly thing. I'm going to hunt it down.
You're going to hunt it down?
I'm catching it.
Okay. Make an investigation check to hunt it down, and then if you pass, I'll let you make it to hit roll to try to capture it.
Birdie,
Can
you
I
want to
just-
make that roll?
My investigation is +3.
That's
Well, you
better than
can't.
me.
This isn't a. He's not going to be aiding you in this. You can each individually try to do the same thing, but you're not going to be able to help
okay.
each other find it.
Oh, okay.
Do that. 17 for me.
Okay.
5 for me.
Birdie, make it to hit roll. How are you trying to capture this thing once you've tracked it up into this tree?
We could put it in a bag.
You're just going to try
Bag
to
it.
empty out a pouch and just grab it?
Do we have any jars? Oh, do we have any little bottles? We'll Legend of Zelda this bitch.
I mean, you guys have been drinking a lot of potions. You probably got some empty potion bottles.
Yeah, I have
Okay.
a potion bottle.
All right, cool. That's what we're doing. All right.
You're not going to
hit-
capture it in a bottle, though. You don't. You'll capture it into a bag and transfer it over.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, make it to hit roll.
All right. Can I use my Dex mod?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, in that case, it is. It's 9. That is a 16.
16. And the thing attempts to flit away from you, but you lash out with this little pouch. And you hear the movement inside the bag. You've got the pouch clutched shut, so it can't get away. So you haven't got a good look at it yet. You come down out of the tree, and you're just clutching this pouch in your hands.
Like I'm clutching it triumphantly above my head is what I am doing.
Okay.
Da, 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 da.
Because that's what I was going for.
What are Red
All
and
right,
Adrex
so-
doing back here?
I'm fairly certain the melting point of gold is lower than the melting point of the steel that makes up the greave, but I think that might break the temper on the plate.
So wait, you're sitting here like, let's just roast Raazu's leg over the fire?
No, we'll take her leg out of the armor first.
Adrex is glaring at Rolf.
And he's very
He is-
apologetically, he's starting to put
he is-
food and stuff back.
He's paying no attention to what's going on with anyone else.
Then Wendy
So-
and Birdie come back to the camp with this bag.
We
Hey.
caught a thing.
Poke some holes in a potion bottle lid.
Oh no, Wendy has already poked holes in a potion bottle lid.
Like,
She is
okay, like,
100% on board with this.
yes. Now we have a little thing in a potion
And
bottle.
when you put it in the bottle, it does look like this little metallic dragonfly. It looks impossibly delicate. Like its wings are very clearly, at first they look just like translucent dragonfly wings. The thing is a couple of inches long, so it's a pretty large dragonfly. But looking clearly at the wings in between flits, you can tell it's made of impossibly thin pieces of metal. Like you could take this thing in your hand and just crush it if you wanted. Every so often you see a tiny pinpoint of light in an area where its head is. It's got these little stalks, these antennae coming off of its face that flit around as well. And after a few moments, though, it seems to realize that it's trapped, and the movement starts winding down, and it kind of curls up into a little
It's rest
ball
mode.
and stops moving and stops making sound.
Adrex, we caught one of your Lord of Blades things.
And this would be an excellent place to take our break for the day. So why don't we reconvene in 15 minutes? Everybody go ahead and get your coffee, get your bagel. And we'll put up with a little bit of buzzing, and we'll be back in 15 minutes.